Details that surfaced after John Ritter's death. John Ritter, one of television's most beloved comedic actors, had a profound impact on the entertainment industry with a career that spanned over 3 decades. Born on September 17, 1948, in Burbank, California, Ritter seemed destined for stardom, being the son of legendary country singer and film star Tex Ritter and actress Dorothy Faye. His early exposure to the world of show business undoubtedly influenced his future, but John Ritter carved out his own path, creating a legacy that stands apart from his famous lineage. His untimely death on September 11, 2003, just days before his 55th birthday, was a tragic loss to fans and the acting world. Ritter's journey through Hollywood was characterized by an unparalleled talent for physical comedy, heartfelt acting, and a charm that endeared him to millions. John Ritter grew up in a household that was steeped in the world of entertainment. His father, Tex Ritter, was an iconic figure in country music and Western films, which gave John a first-hand look at the challenges and rewards of being in the spotlight. His mother, Dorothy Faye, was an actress known for her roles in Western films, adding to the artistic environment in which John was raised. Despite his exposure to the entertainment industry, John initially didn't plan to follow in his parents' footsteps. He attended Hollywood High School and later enrolled at the University of Southern California, where he majored in psychology and minored in architecture. However, during his time at USC, he found himself drawn to the world of drama and eventually switched his major to theater arts. This decision set the stage for his future career in acting. Ritter's career began with guest appearances on television shows like The Waltons in the early 1970s, where his role as Reverend Matthew Fordwick gained him critical recognition. However, his big break came in 1977 when he was cast as Jack Tripper in the hit sitcom Three's Company. The show, which revolved around the comedic misunderstandings and mishaps of 3 roommates, allowed Ritter to showcase his exceptional talent for physical comedy. His portrayal of Jack Tripper was a masterclass in comedic timing, slapstick humor, and likability. Ritter's performance made him a household name, and his work on Three's Company earned him an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe in 1984. The character of Jack Tripper remains one of the most iconic roles in television history, cementing Ritter's status as a comedic genius. While Ritter became synonymous with sitcom comedy, his talents extended far beyond the realm of physical humor. He was an incredibly versatile actor, capable of taking on dramatic roles with equal skill. After Three's Company ended in 1984, Ritter continued to work steadily in television and film. He starred in shows like Hooperman and Hearts Afire, and he also made appearances in films such as Sling Blade, 1996, and Bad Santa, 2003, where he demonstrated his ability to tackle complex and darker characters. In Sling Blade, for instance, Ritter played Vaughn Cunningham, a sensitive, compassionate character who added depth and emotional nuance to the film. This role highlighted Ritter's range as an actor, showing that he could excel in serious, thought-provoking material just as easily as in comedy. John Ritter's personal life was marked by his warm, caring nature, which mirrored the characters he often portrayed on screen. He married actress Nancy Morgan in 1977, and they had 3 children together, including Jason Ritter, who followed in his father's footsteps and became a successful actor. Although John and Nancy divorced in 1996, John later found happiness again with actress Amy Yazbek, whom he married in 1999. Together, they had 1 daughter, Stella. Ritter was known for being a devoted father and a loving husband, traits that endeared him even more to those who knew him personally. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Ritter was admired for his humility, generosity, and kindness. He was known for mentoring young actors, offering advice and encouragement. His co-stars often spoke of his ability to make everyone around him feel comfortable and appreciated. Ritter's charm and affable personality extended off-screen, where he was involved in numerous charitable causes, including advocating for the Special Olympics and promoting heart health awareness. John Ritter's death on September 11, 2003, came as a shock to many, as the beloved actor was only 54 years old and seemed to be in good health. Ritter had been a fixture on television for decades, best known for his role as the bumbling yet charming Jack Tripper on the hit sitcom Three's Company. His sudden passing, due to an aortic dissection, left fans, friends, and family devastated. In the aftermath, a number of important details about his health, medical treatment, and personal life came to light, sparking widespread reflection on his career and legacy, as well as legal battles over the circumstances of his death. John Ritter's death was initially attributed to a heart attack when he was admitted to the hospital after collapsing on set while filming 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. However, it was later revealed that he had died of an aortic dissection, a serious and often fatal condition where the inner layer of the aorta tears. This led to a flood of questions about the nature of his diagnosis and whether his death could have been prevented. His family, led by his widow, actress Amy Yazbek, filed a lawsuit against the hospital and doctors, claiming that Ritter's condition had been misdiagnosed. The legal proceedings unearthed details about his treatment and the confusion surrounding his symptoms. His family argued that if the doctors had correctly identified the aortic dissection, Ritter might have survived with proper intervention. This revelation not only exposed the potential medical oversight in his case but also raised awareness about the symptoms and urgency of treating aortic dissections. Ritter's death also brought renewed attention to his Hollywood legacy, which was deeply rooted in his family's history. John Ritter was the son of country music legend Tex Ritter and actress Dorothy Faye, giving him a unique place in the entertainment industry. Tex Ritter was a famous singing cowboy in the 1930s and 1940s, and his influence on John was profound. John's ability to entertain and connect with audiences was often attributed to growing up in a showbiz family. After his death, many people began to reflect on the Ritter family's contributions to Hollywood, which spanned generations. John's son, Jason Ritter, also an actor, continued the family tradition, becoming a well-respected performer in his own right. The deep bonds between the family members were evident, and John's death left a void not only in Hollywood but in his family, who had long been intertwined with the entertainment world. At the time of his death, John Ritter was starring in the sitcom 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. The show was in its second season and had become popular, in large part due to Ritter's comedic timing and affable on-screen presence. Ritter's sudden passing threw the show into disarray, and the producers were faced with the difficult decision of whether to continue without him. The show's writers and producers chose to address Ritter's death head-on, incorporating it into the storyline. His character's sudden death was written into the show, and the series transitioned into exploring the family's grief and attempts to move forward without their patriarch. This decision was lauded by many as a respectful tribute to Ritter, but it also highlighted just how integral he had been to the show's success. Despite efforts to keep the series going, the loss of Ritter proved too great, and 8 Simple Rules was cancelled after the 3rd season. In the years following John Ritter's death, his widow Amy Yazbek led a high-profile wrongful death lawsuit against the doctors and hospital, claiming that their failure to properly diagnose his condition led to his untimely death. The legal battle became a major media story, drawing attention not only to the specifics of Ritter's case but to the broader issue of medical malpractice and diagnostic errors. Yazbek and the Ritter family alleged that had doctors conducted a more thorough examination or recognized the symptoms of an aortic dissection, John's life could have been saved. Although the jury ultimately sided with the doctors, determining that they were not negligent, the case helped bring awareness to the dangers of aortic dissections and the importance of accurate diagnosis in emergency medical situations. Yazbek also became an advocate for aortic health awareness, establishing the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health, which has since helped to raise awareness about this often misunderstood condition. Following John Ritter's death, an outpouring of love and tributes came from across the entertainment industry and his fanbase. Co-stars from Three's Company, 8 Simple Rules, and other projects spoke publicly about Ritter's generosity, humor, and kindness. His ability to light up a room with his infectious laughter and warm personality was a recurring theme in the tributes. Fans remembered him not only as a talented actor but as a man who always seemed approachable, someone who never let fame get in the way of making others feel good. His death sparked widespread public mourning, with fans expressing their grief over losing a figure who had been a consistent source of joy in their lives for decades. His funeral was attended by a mix of Hollywood stars, friends, and family, all of whom shared stories of his incredible talent and his humble, down-to-earth nature. John Ritter was known for his charitable work, though much of it remained private during his lifetime. After his death, more details surfaced about his dedication to various causes, particularly those related to children's hospitals and education. He was actively involved in supporting numerous charities, and his generosity was highlighted in the tributes that followed his passing. Despite his public persona as a comedic actor, Ritter was deeply committed to giving back to the community and helping those in need. His work behind the scenes in philanthropy painted a picture of a man who cared deeply for others, and his legacy in this regard continues through the efforts of his family and the John Ritter Foundation. One of the most lasting impacts of John Ritter's death has been the increased awareness of aortic dissections and the need for better understanding of heart health. The media coverage surrounding his death, particularly the details of his medical condition, led to a greater focus on heart health in the public discourse. The John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health, founded by his widow Amy Yazbek, has worked tirelessly to educate people about the risks and symptoms of aortic dissections, as well as the importance of early detection. Ritter's passing has undoubtedly saved lives by encouraging others to seek medical attention for heart-related issues they might have otherwise ignored. His death became a cautionary tale about the importance of advocating for one's health and seeking second opinions when necessary. In the years since his passing, John Ritter's legacy has continued to resonate, both in terms of his contributions to television and his impact on public health awareness. While the details that surfaced after his death shed light on the tragic circumstances of his passing, they also reinforced the depth of his character, his dedication to his craft, and his lasting influence on the world.